What's up guys, Jared here, back at it with another HO scale custom model showcase. Due to you guys liking the Thomas video alongside with Edward's video, positive reception with those videos, I figured I would show you guys how I built James. Let's get into it. Just like Thomas, James was 3D printed, except he was made out of resin. I got them from Fold in Time along with some faces. I started sanding James down, considering he has harsh print lines and a bunch of holes that need to be filled, so to me a putty was used to fill in those crevices. Then using my handy dandy primer, I decided to spray him one coat to see how he looked. A lot of imperfections were shown, and I decided to do some more filling and sanding to make sure he was as smooth as I can make him. After sanding him a little bit, I decided to do a test fit to see how he would look on the running board. Then I later found out the running board did not fit, which was okay for me because I knew how to go around this. So after test fitting him for a little bit, I decided to start working on the tender, which was an Edward tender. I decided to start putting the buffers on, then I started sanding it down to make it as smooth as I can even possibly do it. I tried to make it as smooth as I possibly can so I can paint him. I later on got the running board to fit snug. And I also used an HO scale wheel that I found and I melted so it sticks on the chassis permanently. I also removed the blue off the tender wheels to make sure that they are black. Took me a while though. Then afterwards I sprayed the tender in red, which is also Tamiya by the way. I absolutely love their paints. And it came out pretty good. Then, obviously just like I did with Edward, I also painted the lamps and brake pipes as well, which Edward doesn't really have any. After everything was primed, I test fitted it, and then went back outside and did a clear coat for James. Then I started painting his running board. He was starting to really look good with the red, and I absolutely loved the red I picked, as well as I also did the lining and numbering for James. He was starting to look pretty good. I absolutely loved the look of the Edward tender. Such a nice choice. Before moving on to the rest of his body, I did a test look. Then I went back to the top shell and started working on the running board, as well as the top. He was starting to really look good with the red, and I absolutely loved his red. On the top of my mind, I do not remember the coat I used, but it was pretty nice. Then I started clear coating everything and doing the roof. And yes, I know there's holes in it. I also super glued the running board down, and I started working on his top. And I added the black. Notice I screwed up on the red and scratched it, that I had to redo it after sanding. Honestly, sanding sucks sometimes, but after doing it for a while, you just get used to it. Then afterwards, I added the black back, and the running board was looking pretty good as well. Then I had to redo the red again, because my stupid ass didn't do it right the first time. Then afterwards, I did the dome and I sprayed it in Rust-Oleum Gold Metallic. Notice that it didn't match all the way down to the bottom, so I had to hand paint it using the spray bottle. He's looking really good. I'm honestly really happy with him. Then afterwards, I gloss coated him and put him on the chassis, and he looked great. Then I sent him on his side so I could start doing the lining. Then I moved on to the faces and sanded them a little bit, primed them, and then filled them with Tamiya putty, and then also spray painted them in the final color, which is perfect gray, and hand painted the details. Then went back to James and started doing the lining and test fitting handrail knobs. Unfortunately, they were not the right ones, so I ordered some from Hobby Link and started applying them. After applying the knobs, I decided to do the rods, which wasn't too hard at all. And then after all that work, James was finally done. Here's his final condition as of what he stands now. Also, James decided to go on a little trip with me to the Edison Train Show for an early pre-reveal, since I posted online saying that whoever comes to the Edison Show would see James early. Let's just say a lot of positive feedback happened from it. Well, with that said, let's get into how he is when he runs. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of my James. And if you guys did and enjoy content like this, make sure you subscribe for more Thomas related content. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.